Hello guys, so today I want to talk about this automatic Goldsvet installation script. So this is one script that will set up everything on your Goldsvet application in less than I think 20 minutes. Okay, so it is one script you need, and it's going to install cPanel for you. It's going to set up WebSockets. It's going to set up proxy, and then it's going to everything will be working by the time it is done, and there's no intervention that you need. So the only thing you need is to buy the script, and after buying the script you need to SSH into your server. After SSHing into your server, you just need to run that script, and it is going to do everything for you. But you need to provide your domain and make sure that your domain is connected to your IP address. All right, so it works on Debian, and it works on Ubuntu, and it does not need any server configuration on your side. So let's see how it works. So first of all, you need to come to this website workingscripts.com, and you need to buy this script here. So just click on this script, and it is automatic Goldsvet installation and setup script. And this is the description of the script. It does everything, literally it sets up everything, and then you can buy using BTC Pay. That is, you pay through BTC, or those you can pay through M-Pesa, and we are coming up with more payment methods. So for you to buy this script, you see it is unlocked because I've not bought. So for you to buy, you just need to click on you pay. It is only $100, and you know that the installation costs $300, and that can take even more than a day, but this one takes only 20 minutes. And then so what you do, you just pay for this script, and then once you pay, you'll have access to the files. So you just need to download that file, and then after downloading that file, you just need to open that file, copy its content, and then you need to go to the server, to your server IP address. After you have already SSHed into your server, just paste that script that I'm going to do right now. Once you have downloaded and unzipped the file, just copy the contents of the file and paste on your terminal. So just copy the contents of the file, and then you need to paste it on your VPS terminal. Then hit enter. As you can see, it will be downloading a specific file from somewhere on your server. Okay, so it is going to download the source code, and then so it's going to download the source code on your server, and then it will start installing Goldsvet on your server. Now after downloading, it will start installing right away. And this script is very important because you can see the first thing, it installs Docker, and it runs your application inside the Docker container, meaning that your application will be secure than when you just install a Goldsvet application on your bare server. So once a panel has been installed, it will give you the URL you can access the panel. But then before that, you need to set up various credentials. Okay, you need username, so I'll just enter test user. and hit enter. Okay, so the last name you can just enter name, whatever you want to enter there. Those are just your details. And then the email, the username. This is very important because this is the username you'll use to log into your Cloud Panel account, so that you can set up credentials if you want, or if you want to add more websites. All right, so I'll just enter test, and then email test@gmail.com, and then password. It's very important to just enter the password. Then you hit enter. Okay, so the password needs to be long, 8. Then you just hit enter. So it is going to create account on Cloud Panel. So once it creates account on Cloud Panel, it's going to give you these details that you need to use to go and log into the Cloud Panels. Alright, so before that, let's just enter the domain name. So this is very important because this is the domain name you are going to use to access your application. Okay, so let me just enter test domain name. And then you can see now it will continue the process of installation. This is a very nice script. Now it is going to set up Docker, and it's going to set up WebSocket. It's going to set up Nginx and everything that you need for your application to run. So you can see now it asks you for the username and password. So you need to enter the username you used and the password you used. And you can see you are now logged into the Cloud Panel. And why did I use Cloud Panel instead of AA Panel? I think a Cloud Panel is just a minified version. It is a minified cloud. It is a minified panel that it does not have a lot of things, and it does not expose a lot of things, meaning that security, in terms of security, it is advisable to use the Cloud Panel. So you can see that it is continuing the process of installation, and it is going to run on port 8080, but I'm going to tell you how to continue once it is done. At this point, it takes a lot of time. At this point, it looks like it is stuck, but you just need to wait. Okay, as it tells you, this may take 5 to 15 minutes. So it is not stuck, just be patient. It is continuing to install. Alright, so once that is done, you can see it already generated these details for you, but then it failed to set up the Nginx host file. But then the good thing is that now you can access your site, right? And click on port 8080, and there you go, your site is there. All right, you can see your site. Okay, and so once it has done this, it tells you to set up reverse proxy manually. But then once you have done this, what you need to do is to go back to the AA panel. You need to go back to the AA panel here, and then you need to click on add site. Scroll down to create a reverse proxy. This reverse proxy should be accessible at port 8080. Make sure it is accessible at port 8080, and here it is your domain name. Okay, make sure that this is domain name, and make sure it is localhost port 8080, because you can see that I told you that the site is running on localhost port 8080, right? So make sure it is port 8080, and then here You can enter your domain name. And that is all you need. Just click on create a button. And now since this is a reverse proxy and it is pointing on port 8080, you should be able to access that site on your domain name. So come down to SSL, click on SSL and then actions and then new Let's Encrypt certificate. So let's install Let's Encrypt certificate for that domain name. And there you go, you can see that now SSL certificate has been installed for the site. Now, once you finish setting up SSL, remember that after installing SSL, you need to make sure that Let's Encrypt is installed here. And then once you've done that, you need to come to this tab, vhost, and click on it. And then remember that when you downloaded and unzipped that file, there were two files, right? When you downloaded that file after buying and unzipped it, there are two text files. Now the second text file is the vhost update.txt. You need to copy the contents of that file and come to this vhost file. Then you scroll down. To this point, and then you paste that content. All right. Remember, this is just basically for setting up WebSocket. So just come here and then you paste that content here, and then you save it. Once that is saved, you are done. All right. Now, if you come to your application again and refresh it, everything should work. So, for example, let me show you the test games that I added. So for me to know those games, I'll just navigate to, let me just navigate to public folder, games. Okay, it is public and then games. If I list, these are the test games that I added. We have Edge of Egypt, we have Flowers, we have Always Win. So let's just try to open Always Win. Always Win. Okay, this always, all, double, this one. So you can click on demo. And there you go. You can see, Amatic games, they use WebSocket. So if it is working, you know that the WebSockets are working correctly, right? Other games that use, let me just go back. Other games that use WebSockets are games like EGT. So I added one game, Edge of Troy. So you have Edge of Troy. This one, but EGT games, they work on, let me just open on mobile. So I'll just refresh on mobile and you can see it opens. So that is Edge of Troy. You can see it works perfectly. It works perfectly. Alright, it works perfectly. And then another test game is Edge of Troy. We have Action Money. Let me try Edge of Egypt. Edge of Egypt. Let me try this one. In this game, they use WebSocket. So if they are working, it means that the WebSocket is working correctly, right? And there you go, you see it works. Now, why this application? This application is, number one, is very safe because it runs in Docker, and Docker runs in on your server, meaning that there are some ports that are not open to your IP address, to your domain name. So when somebody tries to search ports that are open on your IP address, he will not know the ports that are open on Docker, right? So it is, number one, secure. It is very fast because it runs in Docker. It is automatic installation. So you just run it, and once it runs, that is all. You just have to do a few setups in a matter of minutes. So make sure you get this script. And then if you want to add more games, remember that this application does not have games. So I just added a few games for testing, and it does not have all the games. But if you want to upload your games, just upload them in the games directory. So you can just add all your games in the games directory, and they will be working fine.